In Willmar, the town takes pride in honoring its veterans.
Willmar is a very patriotic town.
Down at the Legion Hall,
Probably more Army than anything.
servicemen and women gather to share war stories.
If a young veteran comes in, the first thing you do is shake his hand and try to make him feel welcome, and you buy him a drink.
For Gene Seidel and Dwayne Underthan, the two have pulled up many chairs to meet some highly decorated military members.
If I were to look at somebody like this with a chest full of medals, I think, boy, that guy's had exemplary service. He's been everywhere and he's done everything.
And probably wouldn't question anything beyond that.
No.
That's exactly what happened at first when this man, Richard Arthur Ron, walked in last spring. He wore the highly decorated Command Sergeant Major's uniform, including a Ranger Tab, Bronze Star, and Purple Heart.
If somebody comes in wearing a private's uniform or somebody come in wearing a general's uniform, there's a difference. There's more respect there.
On this YouTube clip from Willmar City Channel, you can see Ron in the dress blues marching in a parade with the color guard. Look at this. We also obtained a picture of him at a different parade. But soon Legion members say Ron's highly decorated military tale was called into question.
Gradually this stuff comes out. Hey, this is not right. This is not right. Those medals are not where they're supposed to be.
And that's what one of the red flags was, you were telling me.
That's what it was.
5 Eyewitness News obtained Ron's military records. Look right there. You can see he was never the highly decorated Command Sergeant Major he portrayed. During his brief service, he never went beyond the entry-level ranks.
Once the calls started coming in, it was kind of an avalanche.
Complaints about the high-ranking fake ranger were reported to Willmar's police chief, James Felt.
A lot of frustrated people calling, wondering why law enforcement and the courts weren't able to go farther with that. And it is frustrating, but it was the constraints that we had to work within.
The chief says the imposter didn't break a recently changed federal law because he didn't financially try to benefit from the scheme, nor did he break Minnesota law. Here's the statute that says it's against the law to impersonate a military officer. Ron's rank wasn't covered. He was an enlisted soldier, not an officer.
It does mean that justice is not served in this case, and that in itself should cause us to ask what went wrong and what do we need to change.
What we uncovered struck a chord with State Representative John Lesh of St. Paul.
I enlisted in '09. I went infantry.
He's also a first lieutenant in the Minnesota National Guard.
My soldiers that are with me, their ribbons, their awards are incredibly important to them. They earned those.
That's why Lesh feels the law needs to be changed to include people who impersonate service members of other ranks, not just officers.
We should look at this and maybe a law, not this session, but in a future session to specifically address this situation and rectify it.
Seemed to be in it only for recognition.
Back at the Legion Hall, respect is what Gene says they'll continue to show the next veteran to walk in.
And I don't think that'll ever change. But I think everybody will be a little more cautious. Is this guy real or what, you know?
And that's something you probably never thought you'd ever have to ask about a veteran.
No, we didn't.